place, a compound. We have a community. It's safe here.
You have to do every single thing I say, or we will not make it. Understand?
Hey guys, it's Eric. So last night after I put up my vlog kind of early yesterday because I did it the night before and just whatever. Things just got too late, so I had to wait until the next day to actually upload it, and I did a quick vlog the night before on my phone to replace that one that who cares. Anyway, last night I decided to watch Bird Box on Netflix. I know a lot of people were buzzing about it. I went to see it before I read into it too much and too many spoilers and that kind of thing. You know, that's the way our world works. So, and I won't spoil any of it for you today. But I did want to talk a little bit about the movie and the overall idea of the movie, just because it is something that I think about frequently whenever any of these kind of movies come out. So I love really mysterious movies. Like, I don't like stupid human torture movies. That's not my bag. But I do like really suspenseful movies. I like movies that are hard to figure out and try to put the pieces together. And I like movies that kind of dabble in like spiritual weirdness and that kind of stuff too. So like ghost type movies, I like supernatural, that stuff. So this movie on Netflix called Bird Box and has Sandra Bullock in it. And she plays this character named Mallory who is living at a time when this weird kind of force, they don't know exactly what it is, but when people see it, it causes them to want to commit suicide. That concept from the beginning kind of freaks me out. And I don't want to talk about the movie too much, but as the plot plays out, like, and you see it in the trailer that she eventually has to get her and her kids to a safe place, and they do so by going down the river, and that's what all the memes are about them, you know, on the river and that kind of thing. And there's a lot that goes into it. As far as the movie on a whole, I did like it. Like, I thought it was a great movie. There were a lot of questions I still had answered, and I kind of need, like, I was joking today that I need like a documentary to figure out the rest of the story and what was going on. I don't know if you remember when the Blair Witch Project came out, and everybody thought it was real, thought it was a real story. I mean, nobody thinks that Bird Box is real, I hope. But anyway, everybody did think that the Blair Witch Project was real. And when that movie came out, there was a special they did on TLC called Sticks and Stones, and it was kind of like the backstory to the Blair Witch Project and some of the things that was happening and why these things were going on and that. Me not knowing any of this, because of really good marketing, watched this Sticks and Stones documentary and really thought that the Blair Witch Project was something that happened. Okay, so it's a ghost story. You know, everybody talks about ghost stories, so I just assumed it was a real ghost story. So I convinced a bunch of us all to go from work. I think like 12 of us went to see it, and because I had everybody believing that it was actually a real movie based on real events. And quite a few people laughed at me because it was, I don't know, I thought the movie was good, but obviously people saw through that on Monday morning or Tuesday morning, whenever she was on live with Regis and Kathy Lee, the girl who was in the movie, that clearly that movie was not real. I forget where I was going with this. Oh, the documentary, that's where I was going with that. That I needed a documentary. So at any rate, I like those kind of movies, and I liked that I'm almost tricked into believing something that could happen. Anyway, this movie kind of illustrates a very realistic approach to what would happen if that did happen, and of course the world goes into chaos. So then I started thinking about, as I was watching this movie, and it was like now 1 a.m. until the movie was over, I started thinking about, like, why do we like these kind of movies? What is it about these movies, this storyline, that really grasp us and like really pull us in and leave us wanting more from these movies? I don't think it's the death and destruction. I mean, maybe it is for some people, but like for me, it's not the death and destruction at all. Like, that happens in the movie, and unfortunately it happens, and it's a major point of the plot of the story. But for me, it's, I have to keep watching that movie to the end to know that the main character or the characters involved are okay at the end. We're all looking for somebody to win in these movies. And when they're faced in these kind of situations that are like unavoidable, really dark, and how are they going to survive? And maybe that's what it is too. Maybe part of the thing is about surviving and surviving in this world. Like, this world's tough. Not only do we have everything else that's going on right now, but now there's this whole supernatural thing that's happening on top of it that's just throwing everybody crazy. And you have to survive. So how are you going to survive? And I think that as people, we need to know that everything is going to turn out okay in the end. I think that helps to define who we are. Like, we need to know that everything is going to be okay, despite, you know, we're not battling a supernatural force that we have to wear blindfolds and we can't see. But in the lives that we're living, there's a lot of things that are going on. There's things being thrown at us from the left, from the right, and everything like that. Things that are going on that we don't really consider that are going on. And I'm not going to get into a whole, you know, big, whatever, political, spiritual movement, that kind of thing, not at all. But there's a lot that we deal with, and there's a lot that we think about for our families and for our kids and for generations beyond us, what people before us have lived through to get to the point that we're at now. I mean, this could really turn into a pretty deep vlog, and I won't go too deep because I got a whole year of vlogging to deal with. But for right now, it's just having watched that movie, I just kind of came to the conclusion that we do get to a point where we need to know that everything is going to be okay, and that's part of the design of who we are. So what can we do to ensure that? Here's where the part of the vlog is that I don't have an answer, because I don't know how to say that everything will be okay, except for just assuming that we know that if we're giving it our all and our best and we're doing everything that we can, whether it's going into survival mode, whether it's proper planning, whatever, that we're doing the best that we can to make it. I would encourage everybody to go to watch that movie though, if you're into that kind of thing. It's pretty good. I liked it. Like I said, a few questions, a few loopholes. So anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. I'm just gonna try and encourage you to do your best every day. Life's throwing stuff at you from all directions. I know, I get it, I understand. Just do your best. Start every day new. And whatever it is that's working for you to get you where you need to be, to what you need to do, keep going with it. If it's working, don't change it. Keep going. Like I said, it's tough, it's rough, but you can get there, and you will. So, we're all rooting for you. Make it down the river. But, yeah, no spoilers. All right, that's all I got for today, guys. If you enjoy what we talked about today, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'm daily vlogging every day this year, so there'll be a lot more of these kind of things. Sometimes it's not going to be as deep every day, I promise, I swear. Today it just had me thinking, and probably because I'm really tired and I need a nap. So that's all I got for today. I will see you guys tomorrow.